Hello my friends, and guess what today is? That's right, we are doing a recipe from Southern Living, a vintage Southern Living recipe called crackling cornbread. Crackling cornbread. Never made it before. We're going to give this one a whirl. So now you can use either a cast iron pan or like a glass or whatever, a pie dish. You want to make it that 9-inch size, so the larger one, if you have it. And we're going to put 1/2 stick of butter, which is 1/4 cup, right on in. We're going to pop this in the oven at 400 degrees just till the butter's melted, probably about 5 minutes. While that butter's melting, we're going to add 1.5 cups of self-rising flour, 2 tablespoons of regular sugar, and 1 cup of cornmeal. And I have yellow cornmeal, but you can use whatever you got. And we're going to just mix this all together. For now, we're going to push these dry ingredients off to the side, and we are going to work on our wet stuff. That's right. We're going to add 1.5 cups of buttermilk. It's amazing how thick buttermilk is when you supposedly are taking out like the butter fats. Who knew? 2 eggs. Look at the color of those yolks. Farm fresh. And 1/4 cup, which is 1/2 stick of melted butter. And we're going to whisk this all together. Alrighty, bring that dry stuff on back here. There we go. And we're going to add the wet to the dry. So tricky. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day. We do this every time. I always wondered why they, make you do it separate, like they don't trust you or something. Who knows? All right, so now we're going to mix this all together until it forms a batter. Next, you want to take about 5 ounces of pork rinds. That's right, pork rinds. I've never had pork rinds, and they sure smell a bit funky. But let's follow that recipe. And you want to dump them. You want to crumble them a bit, not completely like crush them up, and we're going to fold these on into the batter, because this is where that crackling part comes in. It sounds like Rice Krispies. It's like doing kind of a snap, crackle, pop thing. Okay, can you hear it? Okay, fun food. All right, so we gotta mix these all in. Okay, now take your pan out of the oven. The butter should be melted now. Be really careful because it's really hot. Now we're gonna go ahead and spoon this on in to the buttered pan here. This is a new one on me for sure, guys. Has anybody ever heard of this? This is crazy. There sure is a big ratio of these pork rind things in here. I'm just saying. Okay, got it all spread out in the pan. Now you're supposed to take some more pork rinds, like there isn't enough in it already, and decorate them over the top. So I guess single file like. Hope I saved enough. We want to make sure every piece has, some of these amazing pork rinds, right? Okay, this looks pretty good. Now we're going to put this back in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And it's supposed to be done then. There we go. It does look good, but I'm not loving the smell of these pork rinds, just letting you know. All right, off to the oven. Alrighty, time to slice up some crackling cornbread. This is a new one. Oh, it even crackles when you cut it. Look at that. I'm going to cut up, I'm going to cut up, a slice for each of us. And who knows? I mean, this could be amazing. You just never know until you try it, right? Okay. Should cut it all the way through. There we go. All right. Let me show you how yummy it looks, right? There you go. Does that look cool? Looks pretty good. Looks good. All right. I believe we should give it a try. All righty. I know. I'm a little afraid. This is called crackling cornbread.
You're afraid?
Well, it's a vintage recipe from a Southern Living recipe book, and
got a cramp. Got to call out.
And it actually gave a recipe to go along with it, which I did not make. It was a jalapeno butter, and it seemed like super spicy, and that just wasn't us, so I did not make that part of it. That was optional. So
it smells like chicken.
Well, let's see if it tastes like chicken. You know, they say everything tastes like chicken. Rabbit, rattlesnake, alligator. They say it all tastes like chicken.
I don't like this. I don't think I've ever eaten a pork rind.
I've never eaten a pork rind.
I don't like this. I don't want to keep eating this right now.
It tastes like fish bait. And I have to say, when I opened the bag, it really stunk. And I mean, they were fresh. It was like a brand new, fresh bag.
I don't want to keep eating this.
No, I guess we don't like pork rinds. Would anybody like this? I've got to find a new home for the rest of this. I'm afraid. And I don't even think the jalapeno butter would have helped.
I think the chickens can have that.
Oh, there you go. Maybe the chickens would like this. Okay.
Oh, and that's why it smells like chicken.
There you go.